Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with is Exploding Kittens. So this is the non-pause deck, as you can see. No pause. This is a non-pause deck. So this is for players 2 to 4. So Exploding Kittens cards, you draw. So Exploding Kittens cards, you have to play them down right away. Regardless of anything, you have to put it down right away, no matter what. And once you draw an Exploding Kittens card, you die, and you're out of the game unless you have a diffuse card, which can diffuse the Exploding Kitten. And you put down the diffuse card into the discard pile, and then the Exploding Kitten goes back inside the deck. So next, I'm going to tell you about favors. So favors are that if someone puts down a favor, they say somebody's name, and that person that's name was said gives the person who put down the favor a card of their choice. So if I have a favor in my hand and I'm playing against you, and I put down the favor and I go, you have to give me a card, but you get to pick which card you give me. So yeah, that's favor. Do my favors for me. Okay, that was awkward. So the next card I'm going to tell you about is shuffle. So shuffles are, you just shuffle the pile. You just shuffle the draw pile. You shuffle the deck. That's all you do. That's all it is. Shuffle the deck. And then skip cards. Skip cards are, you end your turn without drawing a card. So you end your turn and no drawing a card. So next I'm going to show you bearded cats. If you put down 2 bearded cats, you pick a card from somebody's hand. If you put down 3 bearded cats, you ask someone for a card, and they have to give it to you. But if they don't have that card, then you get to ask one more time, and if they don't have that card, too bad. So you get to ask 2 times. You get 2 chances. If you get the card on the first turn, you don't ask again. It's only you ask again if you don't get the card on the first turn. So, and bearded cat is a cat card because it's a bearded cat, so it's a cat card. See, the futures are, you look at the top 3 cards, and no one else can look at them, only you can. Draw from the bottoms are, you draw a card from the bottom. It basically tells you what it is in the name. So a nope cards are cards that when if someone else is doing something, but you do not want them to do that, you can put down a nope card, and they cannot do that. But if they put down a nope card on top of your nope card, then they can do that. But if you put a nope card on top of their nope card, they have to do it, and it just goes on and on and on. So yeah, that's a nope card. And you can only nope something that someone else does. You cannot nope what you do. So next, I'm going to show you Alter to the Futures. Alter to the Futures are, you see the future, you look at the top 3 cards privately, but you get to switch around the order of the cards. Yeah, you get to switch the order of the cards. Catermelon is also a cat card. if you put down 2 of them, you get to pick a card from somebody's hand. But if you put down 3 of them, then if you put down 3 of them, you ask someone for a card, and they have to give it to you. But if they don't have that card, then you get to ask one more time, and they have to give it to you. But you only get 2 chances, and if you do not get the card on the first chance, if you get the card on the first chance, you only get that one chance. You don't get another one. Taco cats do the same thing. Beard cats do the same thing. Rainbow laughing cats do the same thing. Hairy potato cats do the same exact thing. And pharaoh cats are any cat card. So let's say there are 2 rainbow laughing cats down. You can do this with any cat card. Rainbow laughing, hairy potato, taco, catermelon, or bearded. But if there are 2 of the cards down, then you put down a pharaoh cat, and the pharaoh cat can count as any cat card you want. So the pharaoh cat can count as rainbow laughing cat, hairy potato cat, taco cat, catermelon, or bearded cat. It can count as any cat card you want. Pharaoh cat. Double slaps. You force the other player to take 2 turns. Triple slaps. You force the other player to take 3 turns. But here's the thing with triple and with double slaps. If you put down a double slap and your opponent puts down a double slap, then it's 4 turns. And if your opponent puts down another one, then it's 6. And it keeps counting as 2. And it keeps counting by 2. So it's 2 turns, then 4 turns, then 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah. And triple slaps, if your opponent puts down a triple slap, then it counts by 3. So it's 3, 6, 9, 13, 16. And it goes on and on. But if you put down a double slap and your opponent puts down a triple slap, what am I doing? If you put down a double slap, but your opponent puts down a triple slap, then whichever card is on top, so in this case it's the triple slap, it counts as that card. So now it's going to be counting as 3s. So it's going to go 3 turns, then 9 turns, then 3 turns, then 6 turns, then 9 turns. So yeah, that's it. And the pause deck is for players 5 and up, so 5 to 10, and it has the exact same cards and they do the exact same thing. So yeah, in the next video I will be playing the Exploding Kittens Party Pack. I've done the original expansion, I've done the original pack, but next I'm gonna do the party pack. So yeah, bye guys, see you soon.